Iran is reviewing the United States' response to the European Union's final offer for the revival of 2015 nuclear deal. Now, Iran's foreign ministry confirmed receiving and reviewing this proposal, but gave no firm indication on how close they are to narrowing the remaining gaps. Iran further confirmed that it will share its views with the European Union, that is coordinator of the nuclear talks, upon completing its review. The US response, currently being viewed by Iran, came after the country responded to the EU's text with additional considerations last week, while calling on the United States to show flexibility to resolve the remaining issues. US State Department spokesperson Ned Price too confirmed that Washington had responded to Tehran's comments on the EU's final proposal, in which Iran would see sanctions relief and also be able to see its oil again in return for severe limits on its nuclear program. US and Iran have been involved in indirect talks for nearly 16 months now, with the European Union officials shuttling between both the sides. EU Foreign Policy Chief Josep Borrell on August 8th had confirmed that the bloc had laid down a final text and expected a response within a few weeks. A revival of the pact between Tehran and Washington appeared close in March. However, it was stalled further after the two nations broke down over differences in Vienna. What included Iran's demands? Iran's demands that the US provide guarantee that no future president would exit the agreement, as Donald Trump did. US President Joe Biden denied such ironclad assurances, as the deal is a political understanding rather than a legally binding treaty. According to media reports, Iran has dropped some of its main demands on resurrecting the deal aimed at reining in Tehran's nuclear program. The demands dropped also include its insistence closing international inspectors' probes on its atomic program. Tehran's move brought the possibility of an agreement closer. However, Iran's nuclear chief seemed to be contradicting its alleged stand on Wednesday. The nuclear chief sought the probes to be closed before the implementation day, if the 2015 nuclear deal is revived. The 2015 nuclear deal was derailed after then US President Donald Trump exited this deal in 2018. Trump said that the deal was too soft on Iran and reimposed harsh sanctions. The move prompted Tehran to violate the deal's nuclear curbs a year later. Meanwhile, Israel's caretaker prime minister said that the West, led by the United States, should not strike a bad deal with Iran over its nuclear capabilities, pointing out that a bad deal was on the table right now. He further added that the money would be used to undermine stability in the region and spread terror across the globe. And for more on this, our correspondent Susan Tehrani has sent us this report from New York. Listen in.
It seems the United States and Iran are inching closer to reviving the 2015 Iran nuclear deal after 17 months of negotiations. The United States relayed its response to Iran through the European Union. Iran still refuses to negotiate with the United States directly. As for the content of the deal or this response, U.S. officials continue to remain tight-lipped. A person familiar with the U.S. response said that it does focus on economic guarantees. The person declined to give details, but said the response, quote, falls short of Iran's expectations. So now we have to see if they realize this is as good as it gets or decide to push for more. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.